Hi everyone, in the next video we're going to look at a down stay. A stay means that your dog stays in the same location, doesn't move off that spot. It's a really useful thing to teach. It means you can ask your dog to stay while you're doing something in the kitchen, or say you're out in the garden and you need them to stay in a particular spot whilst you're washing the car or mowing the lawn. It's very much a focused position that your dog needs to stay in. Now, a lot of dogs, after you've asked them to sit or lie down, as soon as they've had the treat, they're up and off and running off. So the first thing to teach your dog is that they can just stay and in the same position. Now, what I do with a down stay is, instead of just giving one treat for Moss when he lies down, I will start with drip feeding, so feeding at a really slow rate. I will continue to feed him treats, and all he has to do is stay in that down position. The first thing I would do after that is I would slow down my feeding rate a little bit, so I'd give some treats but a little bit less often. And then I start looking at what's called the 3Ds, because really your dog needs to be able to stay in that down around distractions, around you being at a certain distance away from them, and also they need to be able to do it for some amount of time, so for some duration. I normally work on all those three things at the same time, so that the dog gets used to be honest, after you've been asked to lie down, it doesn't really matter what happens, you just stay in position. The other thing I do is I teach a release cue, because at some point I need to be able to let him know that now we're finished and he's able to get up and do other things. I won't use the word stay or a hand signal for stay until, to be honest, the very, very end, until he really understands how this works. So what you see me do in the video is two short segments. One is me working on just paying Moss frequently just for staying in the down, nothing else. And then in the second video, second bit of the video, you'll see me working in the hall, where I'm adding distractions, which literally to start with can be simple things like moving your arms or doing other things. And then also I'm working on moving away from him a little bit.